Alright, what's up? This is Wicked Ninja. I'm going to be showing you another little fancy trick with a ninja sword. A lot of ninjas back in the day not only used the sword as a weapon, they used the casing as a weapon as well. A lot of times they never really take the sword out of the casing, only just a tiny bit. So I'm going to do a little demonstration on what I'm talking about with using the casing and the sword as a weapon together. There's several techniques that you can do. You can also experiment yourself a little bit for doing these techniques and whatnot. So sometimes people will go to punch at you or throw a weapon at you, and what you can do is come out like this to block and use the blade to block with. If it were to be a punch, then you can come out and block with the blade. So what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze this hand to open the blade and then hold the back garnet tightly against the back portion of the blade and come out like this to make that cut. Then the blade comes back down from this angle. Then you grab from this way and swing around like this and swing back like that, and then you can come straight out with the blade to hit with the butt of the blade, which is one type of technique you can use. The garnet can also be used as pointers, as like a brass knuckle to hit with as well. So you can hit and then come to block, come across like this, and then come out like this to make a cut across the neck, and the blade stays within the casing. You can also use the casing as a stab point. That's one of the reasons why this spear-like thing is on the end. And it's also good for sticking it in the ground and stepping onto the garnet, for using leverage to get up higher and higher elevations for climbing. So not only is a sword used for, as a weapon, it can be used as a tool for escape. Like I said, weapons are used for multiple things, not just a weapon. And one of them is a weapon, one of them is a tool to escape, or a tool for pleasure. I could take my sword and I could rub it across my back and get a scratch on my back and, pleasure myself with it. And other things, so there's an object for pleasure, and so you have these elements combined from a weapon. We also have another technique that I'm going to show real quick. We did a belly hug and a back hug, and we're going to fall through with that with another technique to get you kind of going on to something that we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and move the casing. And we're going to go ahead and start out with the, still a nice blade, and I've been torturing it like crazy. No gouges, scratches, or chips in it. I've been cutting metal and all kinds of stuff with it. And it's still very sharp, so you can cut pretty good with it. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get started. So we started out with a, back hug. So we're like this. And then you bring it to your elbow again, and you come up across your back, and then you come down like this. And then we're going to switch it down, so your hand's going to switch from here to here, and then it's going to twist. And then you're going to come out for the belly cut, and then you're going to come up and around like this to your elbow. And then we're going to do a spin around like this to your shoulder. So again, we're going to do this again. So you're here, and you're going to come to your elbow, come up and come down, come around, go like this, come back up like this, and then do a spin around to like this. Okay, so there's some techniques there that you can practice. And then show you another little wrist maneuver technique. It's a pretty cool technique. You can use it for blocking and cutting at the same time. You're coming up like this, and you're going around kind of like in a figure 8 with the blade. So you're like that really fast. When you're coming back up, you can step in to perform different moves. So those are some techniques. Now we'll go ahead and pick something here that we can cut with.
Right there. That
So
what about that
I guess we'll go over here.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking about a piece of wood, but he's not. I guess he's talking about that.
perform this with the back hook. Pretty sweet and efficient. Pretty nice little cut. So pretty neat. And keep logging on to me, and we can do some more tricks with this thing. You guys can learn some more moves. So post a like and look for my other videos. Have a nice day.